Hello everyone. Today we will study about the plant layout of the diesel engine power plant. So the generally all power plants are generally having it is same as the steam power plant, but at much lower production rate. So the layout of the diesel power plant are classified in three categories. That is depend on the capacities. That is high capacity if the plant produces 50 megawatt or more than that, it is considered as a high capacity. Medium capacity between the 25 to 50 megawatt, and low capacity plants below the 25. So we will see all three one by one. So unit in this, generally in all three cases the units are installed is a parallel shape. Sufficient space must be provided around for the various units for the dismantling and repairing purposes. Means, as we see, these are the generators, diesel power plants 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, having sufficient space between them for dismantling and for the maintenance purpose or repairing purpose. So, and also the one more important thing is that the fuel tank or oil tank are generally located outside the main building to avoid the fire hazards. As we see in this diagram, that the fuel tank lower side, it is located much more far away from the, not far away from the, or outside the basic building of the diesel power plant, because of the fire hazard precautions. So cooling tower is also located outside the plant. Here we can see that the workshop is located near the actual visits of these diesel power plants, because of the loading and unloading cases of the from the wagons. Offices, air ducts, and other things are also there. So this is a basic diagram of your high capacity power plant, that is more than 50 megawatt production rate of this plant is. And this second diagram is shown here, and this is the third diagram where this is a medium capacity power plant, means 25 to 50 megawatt power, and lower one is your below 25 power generation. So here we can see also that diesel power plants are located parallelly, having space between them. Cooling pond is installed between these two for the cooling purposes. Again, the oil and fuel tank are outside the building, or lubricating oils are outside the building. Workshop is near corner side of the diesel power plants. Same in diesel power plant. Water cooling and towers are outside the building. Fuel storage tank outside building. Means generally the basic components are everything for the designing of the power plant. So this is near about same with the steam power plant having a lesser capacity. So steel frame with bricks, panels, and asbestos roofs are quite satisfactory. There is also natural light can be provided by including large vertical or horizontal windows on the side walls and row of the skylight of the engine house roof. Means for the ventilation, for the good lighting, there should be, or there can be, the windows can be installed on the side walls of the power plant building. The workshop, as I said, the workshop must be situated at one end of the engine house with the rail and roadways running across it. Means for dismantling, for assembly purposes, other than, so that the crane can be used for unload direct from the wagons. Means if we brought something with the help of wagons, that can be unloaded easily. The ventilation problem is of the engine is house is not a easy job, particularly in high climate, because we know that engine is producing the heat, or engine is running at much more higher temperature because we are burning the fuel. So there will be the hot climate, so there will be the ventilation requirement. Generally for circulation with evaporator cooling is used for the cooling the engine room. For circulation is operated there, evaporative cooling for the engine room. The air ducts are placed in the basement wall at the alternate side, and supplier to the alternator pits and to the operating floor of the cooling building. So ventilation is also required for the heat transfer purpose, as we said that, because hot climate is there in the engine room, ventilation is required, so good light will be required there. So many arrangements are there as per the requirement. So diesel engine power plant, so these are three types of power plant generally. These plants are maybe portable, maybe these plants are generally diesel power plants are used for the high peak load plants, can be called as a high peak load plants or emergency plants or standby units. We can use their standby units. Thank you.